Spoilers for Tuesday, September 30's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, indicate that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, finds herself unable to resist her ex's pull, while Beth Spencer, Jordan Gracie, will have a special request for Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. In preparation for her upcoming daddy-daughter dance, Beth will want to practice. Liam will gladly accept Beth's request for a rehearsal and work with her on some dance technique. Hope will receive updates on the situation and be amazed by what a fantastic father Liam is. It will evoke intense feelings and serve as a reminder to Hope of her deep-seated love for Liam. Reuniting with Liam would mean breaking her vow to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and his heart, but Hope will be unable to ignore the attraction she still feels toward her ex. On Tuesday's B&B episode, Hope will be feeling quite conflicted because of this, so she will require Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, guidance shortly. Brooke, Carter, and Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, will also appear at the Forrester showroom, where Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, will visit in the interim. There will be a lot of preparations needed for Forrester Creations' upcoming fashion show, which will showcase a brand new collection. But Ridge and Eric ought to be bursting with confidence that the event will be a huge success. As usual, a lot will depend on this fashion show, but Ridge and Eric are committed to making it work. In the middle of all of this, Ridge and Brooke will undoubtedly find it difficult to keep their hands off one another. Since their reunion, Brooke and Ridge have once again become inseparable. Before long, Ridge and Brooke will find time to spend alone, which will allow them to relish the joy of their reunion and remarriage. Brooke and Ridge will undoubtedly experience more turbulence in the future, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, but for now, they will just enjoy all the good things in their lives. The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, spoilers for Tuesday, September 30th, reveal that Beth Spencer, Jordan Gracie, will steal the spotlight in a way that not only highlights her love for her father but also brings buried emotions rushing to the surface for both of her parents, since Beth will come bounding into the room with the wide-eyed innocence and excitement only a child can bring, asking Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, to help her rehearse for the upcoming daddy-daughter dance, and while Liam is touched, almost to the point of tears, by Beth's heartfelt request, he masks the depth of his emotion with a playful smile and an eager of course, setting the stage for a tender rehearsal scene where he takes her tiny hand in his and gently guides her across the living room floor, humming softly and showing her steps, all while Hope Logan, Annika Noel, lingers in the doorway, her breath catching as she takes in the sight of the man she once loved more than life itself and the little girl who embodies that love, their laughter filling the air like music and piercing through the wall Hope has tried so hard to build around her heart, because for all the ways she has tried to move on with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, there is something about seeing Liam in pure father mode that cuts through her resistance and makes her realize she never truly stopped loving him, no matter how much she insisted otherwise, and as Hope steps into the room, Beth claps her hands and insists that Mommy should join them, leading to an impromptu dance rehearsal trio that tugs at Hope's heartstrings even harder, because the warmth, the unity, the family togetherness she has longed for is suddenly right there in front of her again, tangible and intoxicating. And though Carter has been nothing but supportive, faithful, and generous with his love, Hope can't deny that Liam is the man who still owns the deepest part of her heart, leaving her torn between honoring her commitment to Carter and surrendering to the gravitational pull that draws her back to Liam again and again, so much so that she excuses herself after the rehearsal ends, blinking back tears as she realizes she needs advice from Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, the mother who has always been her sounding board in matters of love, betrayal, and impossible choices. But before Hope can get to Brooke, the scene shifts to Forrester Creations, where Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, stroll into the showroom with the air of two men who know they're about to make history yet again, brimming with pride and excitement over the upcoming fashion show that will unveil a dazzling new collection meant to remind the fashion world why Forrester Creations remains at the top, and waiting for them are Brooke, Carter, and the talented Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, all immersed in the whirlwind of last-minute preparations. From fabric swatches to model lineups to the choreography of the runway, the air electric with anticipation and pressure, because every Forrester fashion show carries the weight of legacy, reputation, and the expectation of brilliance, and while Ridge and Eric reassure the team that this collection will not only succeed but surpass all expectations, they can't help but notice the sparks flying between Brooke and Ridge themselves, the way their eyes lock and linger, the way their hands brush and cling, the way their bodies lean unconsciously toward each other. As though no amount of professional responsibility can dampen the fire of their recent reunion, and though they try to stay focused on business, it becomes increasingly obvious that they're itching for some alone time, sneaking touches and whispered words until finally Ridge can't resist pulling Brooke aside into a secluded corner of the showroom, where they exchange a kiss that reignites every ounce of passion between them, their reunion having restored a sense of completeness they had both been missing during their time apart. And as Eric watches with a mix of amusement and fatherly fondness, he silently acknowledges that Brooke and Ridge, despite all their ups and downs, divorces and reconciliations, betrayals and reunions, remain one of the most powerful love stories at Forrester Creations, a story that continues to inspire collections and captivate the family. But while the mood is celebratory for Ridge and Brooke, there is an undercurrent of looming drama, because even as they bask in the bliss of being remarried and rediscovering the joy of their love, outside forces are waiting to test them once again, as they always do in Los Angeles, with Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada, shocking survival threatening to upend everything they've rebuilt, and with Deacon Sharp's Sean Kanan, budding connection to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, poised to cause ripple effects across their circle. Yet for now, on this particular Tuesday, Ridge and Brooke allow themselves to forget all that, to cling to each other and to the happiness they've fought so hard to reclaim. While Hope grapples with her conflicted feelings, Liam glows with paternal pride, Beth giggles in anticipation of her big dance, and Eric dreams of yet another triumphant moment for the family legacy. All of it weaving together into the complex, romantic, and emotionally charged tapestry that makes The Bold and the Beautiful such an irresistible drama. And though fans know that heartbreak, betrayal, and chaos are always waiting around the corner, for one brief shining day, the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers are allowed to savor love, family, and hope for the future before the next storm inevitably arrives to test them all over again.